It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Back from the weekend. It was an uneventful weekend, mostly because I was in pain all weekend. Saturday, I worked at my part-time job that I do, and I guess I overdid it, man. And my ribs, since I crashed my motorcycle, they have never been the same at all. And Nick's got fixed on Wednesday last week, and so me and her are both, we're not feeling great. We're not feeling amazing. So me and her kind of just lounged around all day yesterday, kind of just, enjoyed a little bit of a lazy day. She didn't enjoy it quite as much because she's starting to get her energy back, and she's getting real tired of sitting around and doing nothing. Told her she can't do anything because she's still got stitches that has to heal. But anyways, yeah, yesterday was a super lazy day. I'm still struggling. Her ribs, they suck, man. I don't wish this upon anybody. Justin Bieber and Hailey are both parents now. Hailey gave birth to baby boy on Friday night, and they announced his name, Jack Blues Bieber. Yay, we got another little Bieber in the world. And in other news, Ben Affleck might be already dating somebody, Kathleen Kit Kennedy, daughter of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And yeah, that is bonkers that didn't they just get a divorce? Ben and J-Lo, didn't they just get a divorce? And he's already dating somebody new? This is suspicious. A little bit of suspiciousness. Sorry. Anyways, that's your 2 o'clock tea here on Z103. Today's a happy, special day to celebrate. It is National Dog Day, so if you've got a puppy dog, celebrate them. Celebrate them so much because they deserve it. Katie Lee here on Z103. There's a new term now that Gen Z kids are pointing out. It's called phone pinky. It's the syndrome refers to the bend or bump or dent, the callus that's caused by the weight of your phone resting on your finger for long periods of time, and I have the dent. I have the callus, but I think it's more on my left hand. It is very obvious too. So, do you have a phone dent, a phone pinky going on right now for as much as we sit there and scroll through TikTok and social media? Never thought that would be a problem, but yeah, I have it in my left pinky. What about you? 208-524-1033. It's kind of obvious too. I never really noticed that until now. I don't really care about the big, fancy, expensive brands, but I am going to have an absolute conniption, okay? Balenciaga is really banking on the early 2000s styles. They have a new shirt that looks like a tank top on top of a tank top. You know how we used to, layer tank tops when we were younger? This thing looks like what we were wearing. For $1,500, 3 tank tops layered on top. Like, not even tank tops, they're camisoles. Okay? I hate it. I don't want this trend to come back. It's Katie Lee here on Z103. I'm supposed to be going on vacation next week, literally a week and a half away. And am I ready for it? No, I'm not. I'm not prepared for it whatsoever. For me, this is not a normal thing, mostly because when I crashed my motorcycle, that kind of just blew everything out of my mind. I don't remember what's going on. At the same time, I have to go through a 10-hour flight with really, really messed up ribs, and I am not about this whole thing. So, thankfully, my knee is healing and it's getting better, but my ribs, man, not so much. I have to be ready for this trip. Am I ready at work? No. Am I ready at home? No, I'm not. Thankfully, before I leave, Nix is going to be healed, and she's just going to go spend time at the ranch with my mom while I'm gone. But having to decide what all to pack, what outfits I'm going to wear, yes, it's a big deal, okay? It's what happens when you're a girl. Get over it. But yeah, I got to figure this out now, whereas I am running out of time to get ready for this. Thankfully, I did update my passport. I'm not gonna lie. I used to think that if you talked mean to like Siri and Alexa, they were out to get you, okay? Sometimes I still think that. And I'm not the only one. There was a new poll that was done, and most people, 2 in 5 to be exact, think that it'll matter someday when it's all taken into account somehow. Basically, when AI decides to take over the world and destroy us or not, it's gonna matter, people. I feel like we all have a friend that is just always late. No matter what time you tell them, they're just always late. So the trend's going on right now that you lie to them and tell them to show up earlier so that they end up showing up on time. I had a friend like this in high school, and sometimes we did this to her just because it was really important sometimes that she showed up on time. And I think it's okay because, first of all, people's time is important. If you are okay with showing up late to somebody's thing going on, you're not considerate about their time, okay? The friend that shows up late needs to do better at being considerate of other people's time, especially if you're like 2 hours late, an hour late. I mean, 10, 15 minutes, I understand that. But if it's an important thing and you're still late, you've got to change something on that. That one's on you. It's not somebody else's problem to have to lie to you to get you to show up on time. No, it is on you. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is in my brain. So if you have to lie to somebody so they show up on time, do it. You have my approval. Z103, it's Katie Lee. You know, not that long ago, I made the mistake of talking about ducks a lot. I was talking to a coworker, and I was just like, I want baby call ducks. I think they're so cute. And that if I ever won the lottery, I would buy so many little ducks, and I just have ducks all over my yard. And now, I mean, I'm not mad about it. My TikTok listens in all the time about stuff that I'm talking about. So now my For You page is literally just ducks. I was literally just watching a video of somebody hurting their sheep with a duck. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not mad about this. I'm not mad about this at all. A day that I get to go and just look at cute little ducklings on TikTok, I'm okay with that. But yeah, if I ever won the lottery, there would be signs. I would have lots of little baby ducks because they're so cute. Okay, I was reading this wrong earlier. It's not as stupid, but it's still pretty friggin' stupid. There's a guy in Australia was arrested at an Australian airport after he left a stationary airliner through the emergency exit and then walked along the wing, climbed down the jet engine to the tarmac. Isn't that like a big legal thing? Like, don't you get arrested and then put in? Isn't that like a felony? But anyways, yeah, there's a picture floating across social media, and this dude just chilling on the wing of the plane. Granted, sounds pretty cool. I would totally be on board with that. Remember? On board. Anyways, yeah. But anyways, he was arrested, charged, detained, whatever you want to call it. They just said that the charges are going to be laid out later in the date, so they don't really know what they're going to charge him with right now, but probably don't do that. Just saying. Z103 is Katie Lee, and I'm out of here for the day, my friends. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.